Hey, what's up, y'all? Fitness Sheriff in the building, man. I'm out here supporting Hip Hop Against Gun and Gang Violence Month, Hip Hop Against Gun and Gang Violence Week, 105 Days of Summer, and Small Business Week with New York City Public Schools at John Jay College. And we out here today with the People's Shark, Damon John, at John Jay College. And we about to get into this lit interview with TMZ as we discuss Small Business Week, the importance of higher education, and why you should get a trade so that you can have a successful future.
Learn a trade, because that will be with you for the rest of your life, and the trades will grow as AI grows.
Ambition is a great thing, right? We always encourage people to be ambitious.
Absolutely.
A recent survey said that Gen Z, on average, they expect, once they graduate college, to be making, right out of college, $100,000.
Yeah, and Gen Z, I also expected to be 6'1".
And, you know, sometimes you come up a little short. The actual median salary is about $68,000. There's a big gap there, and I think there's, I don't know. So I think some kids are in for a rude awakening.
These are kids thinking, oh, you're an influencer, you can wake up, you do a video, you make a couple $100,000 a year.
Well, look, is there a way for him to close the gap, or should they just sort of lower expectations, at least at the outset of their careers? Joining us right now to follow the money, as we do every week, is our good buddy Damon John. Damon, welcome back. Wow, I think we got to give people a reality check here, right?
Yeah, you know, I think that first of all, I want to get into something that Harv has really been the one who pushed me on. I want to get into the fact that there is always a need for higher education. I'm here at John Jay College right now, working with New York City Public Schools to help educate certain people. So I'm a full out. I really trust that we all need higher education, but maybe trade schools may be the one, because Harvard's the one who put me on this, that they need to consider. Because you know what? When you think about it, you get out of trade school, you can go get out of high school, have zero debt for college, and get paid to go to trade school and make $70,000 without putting in 4 years. That's when you first get in, and you probably have a career that will go on to making $200,000.
So, Damon, you know, trade school is one option, but look, there are a lot of people who are going to go to a 4-year college, get their degree, and come out.
Which is useful, too.
Which is very useful, depending on what you want to do. But, you know, starting out at $68,000, $70,000 is not bad. And I think maybe we just need to reset. Why are they so off? What is it that is making them feel like $100,000 is just where you start out? And I think we all know
them not really,
that ain't it.
As much as they're going to college, they're not doing their homework and understanding what is really the market share out there. Now, trust me, please go to college, go to a university if you're going to be a surgeon and doing open heart surgery on people.
Exactly.
Don't become an intern. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of opportunity out there, but they're just not being realistic. It is an investment like anything else, but you need to understand, and you need to know that you're also going to have that debt, that student debt. And that's why I love the fact that when, Charles, you are always talking about trade. And I think you can even do that also. And listen, bust your butt like I did, go to college at night, work a trade during the day, make the money. My buddy Matt Eber from Crash Champions says that he's like the king of trade school education. There's so many different trades going around. And I know that I'm the first person to talk about AI and automated vehicles coming around, or autonomous vehicles. But by the way, there's 16 million vehicles being bought every year here in this country. They all need fixing, right? So it's going to take a while for us to move to some of that stuff. And these trades working on these vehicles, these things become $200,000, $250,000 job annually.
If you go to college, you could also, $70,000 to $100,000, you can make up that gap with a side hustler, right? I mean, depending on what your job is that you're doing when you get out of school, there are other, you can have, now you can do rideshare driving or something if you want to make a little bit more money, but, I don't think that it's the end of the world.
Listen, if you're paying more because you're going to be, an average kid does not pay off their student debt until in their 40s, right? At the end of the day, you're trying to go to college so you can help people and you can empower yourselves, right? So, I mean, think about it like that. And maybe, it is a bad environment where people think they can make money off of TikTok. But I got to tell you, if you're starting in high school making $70,000 a year with no debt, well, there's a lot to dance to on TikTok.
Well,
Right.
and it's not just that,
Exactly.
because AI is so prevalent right now and is exploding, that you may be in a situation where you go to college with a trajectory in your head of where you want to be in 4 years, and in 4 years, the job doesn't exist because it's taken over by AI. With trade school, you can really gauge it in a more compressed way to know there's a job at the end of the tunnel.
That is a powerful, powerful point, because the president of my company said that he went to school and they were talking about being, what was it, a writer, a journalist. And at that time, the professor didn't realize that, we're creating this information to come out in a month. There was something came out called Twitter and Facebook and, TMZ, and that information was out in a week. What are you making for a month from now, right?
Exactly.
So if you're going to college for something that may be displaced, in another couple of years, then what do you do then? And that's a really powerful point I never thought about.
Well, I'm here to help you.
All right.
This is interesting. This is really interesting.
By the way, I just want to throw this in.
Learn a trade, because that will be with you for the rest of your life, and the trades will grow as AI grows, right? The college education, which I'm a full believer that you need a higher education, I don't know if it will grow with you and with AI.
You know what grows with college? Your mind. And it really does.
If you're going to four-year college, it's fine. Just be realistic.
Right.
Because there are great advantages
there's a
to
price.
college.
There's a price to pay.
And there's a price to pay. Harvard's not bad either.
Love talking to you. Love talking to you.
All right, guys.
To end gun and gang violence, we got to eliminate poverty. And going to college and getting a trade is going to set you on the right path. I hope y'all enjoyed that interview with the People's Shark, Damon John, and TMZ. It is my hope that you now have a better understanding about the importance of going to college and getting a trade, and how that can lead to establishing financial independence and creating generational wealth. As we continue to push Healthy NYC so that we can raise life expectancy to 83 by 2030. It is my hope that y'all will help us end poverty, which is the root cause behind gun and gang violence. And higher education and getting a trade is going to make this happen. Big shout out to TMZ, big shout out to People's Shark, Damon John, for coming through and making this happen during Small Business Week at John Jay College. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Tammy Pate and Tasha Terrier, aka the Credit Ninja.
NYC is the place to be, is the place to be. Healthy NYC, healthy NYC is the place to be, is the place to be. Healthy NYC, healthy NYC is for you and me. Live a long life, that's my reality. 83 by 2030, that's the goal. In the gym looking right, that's how I roll. I'm healthy NYC is the place to be, is the place to be. Healthy NYC, healthy NYC is the place to be, is the place to be. Healthy NYC, healthy NYC is for you and me. Live a long life, that's my reality. 83 by 2030, that's the goal. In the gym looking right, that's how I roll. I'm bowling NYC.